I thank you. I thank you. We don't have ritualistic. You said come before your presence of boldness. And so, yes, we are. We bold, being authentic, and we just thank you. We thank you for the setting. It may not. It seems like a big deal, but it's like a major deal that what we're doing right now, the impact that we're having, like the beginning, like where did it start, where this is going, where it began.
30 show. Can y'all hear me? Look at that. That's Angela Harper. That's David Harper. They need a power couple. Look at it.
Go ahead, no, go ahead. I'm trying to see how it looks because you got the top.
To do your shirt.
So what was the inspiration behind the shirts?
So it's the Thirsty 30s. Wow. So what are you thirsty for?
Yeah.
What are you thirsty for this year?
Yeah.
That you didn't get throughout the year that you need before it ends.
That's dope.
So the words are going, you just thirsty for it. And it's nourishing the body.
Yeah, come on.
So like some of the words, right? So we thought about some of the words that really resonated with us throughout the year.
Yeah, so the words kind of resonate with what we are looking for.
What's up? I am thirsty, like literally thirsty. Like I want some bourbon, some whiskey. right. I have a hunger and a thirst for ribs. Rotisserie chicken, rotisserie chicken. Scrimps. Buffalo wings.
Scripts.
So I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. Yeah, I drink the juices of the buffalo wings. That's how I do.
I know that. Get it.
How are you, my dear?
I'm feeling good.
Hey. You cannot determine what grows you. That's something that I'm learning. You can't determine what grows you.
To stop giving disclaimers for being me.
But I got great goals for 2022 ending out this year, and I'm really thirsty for them.
What did you set out to accomplish in 2021?
What I set out to do in 2021 is definitely grow myself. Love the Lord, deeply rooted and grounded, but you have to know who you are. I wanted to know what I liked, what I didn't like, what I wanted to put up, what I wanted to keep, what boundaries I need, what barriers I have. And so what I wanted to do is just spend some time with me and make sure I'm okay. I went through a lot of transition from 2019 to 2021, and it's not the same me.
In 2020, I actually left my government job that I've been working at for 15 years. And I knew going into 2021, because I left it at the end of 2020, I knew going into 2021, it was going to be a learning curve. It was going to be, a new place that I had never been before. So what I wanted to do in 2021 was keep that same momentum. The same momentum that I left in 2020, that I came into 2021 with, I wanted to keep that same momentum.
The word that comes to me is recovery.
Yep.
Wow.
That's what comes to me for myself. Recovery. Recovering all. 2020, the helping industry had to put themselves aside to be there for the masses. Come 2021, there were some things that I had to do. I had to lose familiarity in my life, from changing my phone number that I've had for over 20 plus years. I shut down my personal social media for a period of time for me to recover. I had to detox. My goal was to gain control. Gain control and happiness. Wow.
At the beginning of 2021, the latter part of 2020, I can say I probably was going through a little depression state with work and just so much going on with the pandemic. And So I think I was going to this place where I needed to find control for myself, and my life and my family, you know. So as being the head of my family, I think I needed to find that for my own happiness. So I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress.
I really didn't set any like goals, particularly for 2021, but I just knew I had to keep going. Small moments lead to momentum. And so I didn't know that at the beginning of 2021, but that's a tool that I've learned while I was in the midst of going through my transition. And so that was what I wanted to do for 2021, is just to keep that same momentum.
Recovery is so important when you're ready to go to the next level, but you need isolation. You need focus, appropriate isolation with support. And so the right support was there in order for me. You know, so many times, you know, my members ask me, you know, some of them call me Dr. Harper, some of them call me, you know, Miss Angela.
No, Doc.
And they'll say, Dr. Harper or Miss Angela, what do you do for yourself? What do you do to release? What do you do to just ground yourself? And so I had to get back to myself. I had to recover. I had to recover that which I would say sometimes losing ground because I was holding space and the healing space for so many.
I'm an introvert, and so, you know, it's and you create your own bubble when you're an introvert. It takes a certain amount of energy to reach out and branch out. Uh-huh. I'm not an octopus, okay? I'm like a, you know, two-legged creature that just kind of hold everything in.
Going through this pandemic, it was definitely something that the whole world was feeling, from, you know, from families to businesses, and from the helping profession was, I mean, the need was so great. And so 2021, it was recovery time for this one right here, for this one.
The last thing I wanted to accomplish was definitely to stop giving disclaimers for being me. Woo! Not having to explain why I am the way that I am, but just being authentic and stepping into who I am. So that's what I wanted to do. Thank you. With what you've accomplished and what you wanted to do in 2021, how's that going for you right now?
I think it's going good. That's a great question. I love the way you phrase that. It's going great. I won't even say it's going good. It's going great. You cannot determine what grows you. That's something that I'm learning. You can't determine what grows you. It's just something that happens that grows you. And gradually you get better. Gradually you get the fortitude to keep going, the fortitude to stay strong. Like if you could pick what grow you, we never gonna grow, because it's like, I'm not gonna do that. And so I know it's going good, and that's not me being cocky. I know it's going good because I am growing. And I've been put in a position where I'm forced to grow. So honestly, how did recovery feel?
Woo! Necessary.
Ooh.
That's it.
I got great goals for 2022 ending out this year, and I'm really thirsty for it.
Thank you for trusting us with this gift. And so, Father, we thank you, we praise you, we welcome you, and we invite you in right now. In the name of Jesus,
Amen.
Let's do it.
Do it. Oh, this is good. That camera is hot.
He got about 2 curves. And we just talked. He had about 2 or 3. It was good.
Boys. It's not just all gravy in here. It's stories too.